Welcome back to Showmance, the #1 show on YouTube doing deep dives on shows with no depth. This is part 2 of our Vally redo. But actually, it's, you know what? It's not a redo anymore because we never made it to the second half.
Yeah, exactly.
We just had a conversation.
This is the first.
That's all that happened.
Yeah, we had a
This
conversation.
is the next part of that conversation.
Courtney came over and you guys were like, hey guys, let's not film tonight. Let's just talk
Yeah.
about it. For the record, I've never had these conversations with Mike before this show.
Because you didn't watch any of these shows until we started a YouTube channel, and then you were like, oh, I guess I'll watch some. Now you're loving it.
I've seen all of them and Below Deck.
Yeah, he's running out of the good ones.
Oh, he's on Below Deck now.
I've watched all the Below Decks.
Every single one that's impossible. There's 8,000 seasons in franchises. There's 150 million episodes.
Some
of
people
Below
listen
Deck.
to music. Some people do things.
You
I
know
always
that
have the TV
there's-
going and I'm always watching it.
Yeah, I don't. That's fantastic. Do you know that the amount of varieties of apples you could have one a day, and it would take, I think, 21 years or something like that or maybe it's 7 years to eat every single variety of apple.
What does that have to do with me?
On Earth? That's how many Below Decks there are. I don't think you could complete them in a lifetime.
Like, so just to one last time, you've watched every single Below Deck?
11 of the regular season. I watched Below Deck Adventure. I saw the first 4 seasons of Down Under. They're on season 5 right now, or maybe they're on. I saw 3 and they're on 4. I've seen 3 of Down Under and they're on 4. And then I just finished Below Deck Mad.
See,
There's like 5 other.
I don't
Below
even know
Decks.
what those words mean. I don't even know all the what the renditions are because I'm so out on that show. Now let me ask you this: do you have any like-minded friends who also watch Below Deck? Because we have some friends on here that would love a Below Deck recap, but we just don't. We don't have the knowledge.
I thought I told you have her not ask if I had friends.
I mean, not on camera. She
It's
did it on
the
camera.
one thing. I was like, I'll come over,
This
but you
sounds-
can't
this is
ask
like-
me about my friends.
We
On
could put
camera.
Minnie in one chair, Gracie in another chair, and
Does
then
Harris-
Travis could just be telling them about it.
Does Harris do Below Deck?
I think he's seen it, but he's not like a.
Courtney does.
We've got Courtney maxed out. I don't think that she's going to take on another show.
Well, listen, you guys tell us in the comments if you want more Courtney.
Maybe
more
we should-
Courtney and Travis.
Yeah, if you say you want more Courtney enough, she will not be able to
She's here
resist.
for the people.
Both of these two idiots, they're actors. Tell them they're cool and they'll be like, all right, I'll do it. Anyways, let's get going.
Okay. All right. So we are in the aftermath of the drunken drag party and basically the worst showing that Danny's ever had on camera. So it's the next morning. The first thing we see is, I think, Nia and Danny having yet another conversation, mic'd and on camera, but big difference with this one.
Oh, this is because they rehearsed this.
Maybe so.
No,
but
they-
I think the drinking factor is not a...
No, they've had a conversation.
Oh, I'm sure they've had a
They've had-
conversation, but it seems like I thought that we were all on the same page. Like this drunken Danny it's the drunkenness that causes all of this. No,
I mean, this was so fake.
sure, but drunken Danny would have loved to do a fake conversation. That was not an option last night.
So yeah, there's a difference, but like I
Big time difference,
I-
180 degrees, right?
I don't know if I went to the fake conversation. Like, obviously, now that you're saying it, I'm like, okay, yeah, obviously they had a conversation before they had a conversation. The thing that I went to was, how many times, Wolf Boy? How many times? How many times are you going to do something and apologize? Like, everyone's like, oh, apologies are so hard. So that's like a cool thing if you can apologize nowadays. And so if you do it, like especially if you're a dude, I don't know if that makes a difference, but like, it just means you're like, it just means something. It's a big deal to apologize for something that you did, and people appreciate it as they should. The thing is, you're supposed to learn from it and then not do the thing again. Maybe one more time, maybe you get 2, but like by the 17th apology for getting too wasted and you were an asshole, like this isn't a different thing. It's I'm sorry, I know sometimes I get too drunk and I'm a dick. Yeah, we've heard that a lot. So maybe I'm not buying it anymore, and you're just bullshitting me, and you're bullshitting your wife, which is even worse because I don't even know you.
yeah, this whole thing just seems so fake.
And
'Cause
sad.
If I'm
Super
them, I'm
sad.
like, why are do I think the producers had this on the call sheet for the morning? Was a Danny and Nia apology scene? No, I don't think they had that.
Really?
I
Seems
mean,
like you
100%
have to
they did.
resolve that.
They totally did. Because after Danny finally passed out, Nia went to them and was like, hey, can you guys schedule the apology out on the, let's do it on this
Then
little
once
thing.
again,
It's super pretty out here. We'll do it in the morning sun.
Yeah.
It even adds
She had
that,
an app. She was like,
even then, it adds to the fact that, this was pre-planned before they put their mics on. They're like,
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you this, and we're going to be remorseful. We're going to
Yeah.
say things. Like, there were,
No, 1,000% on board with that. I was just saying that I don't think that Danny was capable of having a pre-planned conversation the night before. This is just a brand new man open to making the right choices and accepting good advice and taking it and performing.
this was a dude performing act 3 like he has many times in his life.
Yeah.
Show up, get wasted, be completely belligerently inappropriate. Act 2, wake up tomorrow, apologize. Act 3, rinse and repeat whenever you want. Because Jesus forgive me. Or what? Like, I don't even mean to say that. But like, again, it's just, it's too many apologies. It's too much of like, oh, I'm going to accept my responsibilities for what I've done. And great, cool. You can't do it over and over and over and over and over and over and make it seem real anymore.
No, I agree. And I think this is some of the nuance of like when we have talks about like what's the right way to apologize and the wrong way. And I'll say like that the I'm sorry but thing doesn't bother me because I realize that apologies can be so performative and you can totally trick someone into just being like, well, they apologized. They said all the right things. And it's like, no, you're not getting one over on me. Like you could just be a really great apologizer. I would much rather have I'm sorry, but you pissed me off and I was in a funk and you came at the wrong time. Like Courtney would hate that. Yeah. And I would say, if this is option B, do you favor one more? Are you still I just want a perfect apology?
Yeah. When he apologizes to Lala.
Yeah.
And she's like, thank you so much. And he's like, of course.
Yeah.
That's it. So Lala, a little bit of Lala's, the proverbial Lala. It's our fault for letting those people who apologize all the time think that they're doing something special, because that it's like there's no stupid questions. Yeah, there are so many. Stop saying that, and stop telling people who apologize all the time for the same thing. That they're doing a wonderful thing.
Yeah, and we see that because right here, Nia just basically suggests to him again, which Danny would be open to no suggestion before, but now he is open to. Oh, you should go. You know what I would do if I were you, honey? I would go and talk to Lala about what you said last night and just kind of hash that out. Totally, will do. Goes to her, does have that perfect apology. Now, what he went to apologize for is saying the mistriggered thing. And also to say, I really shouldn't have talked to Nia that way. Like, I feel like a total idiot. Like, he said really all the perfect things. Like, you want to hear someone's recount what they did and be like, and I talked to my wife like that was a bummer.
But then you cut to the OTF and it was all shit.
It was because she wanted more. The triggered thing was a great apology. I called you this. I said this to my wife. I shouldn't have said that. I feel like a real SOB. I'm embarrassed. Like to hear someone say like, I'm embarrassed. Like these are really you're hitting all the points here. This is all good and great. But then she wants to talk about his drinking and Daddy doesn't want to talk about Daddy needing a drinky. Daddy's getting a drinky right now.
Daddy don't like you when you say no to Daddy.
I thought she prefaced it all well. She's just like, I'm not saying you have a drinking problem. I know that's in the past. I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying maybe the number and where you go there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I think she
nailed it.
Did as well as she could to skate by that topic and go, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this.
Agreed.
And Lala needs to mind her own business.
Yeah. And he didn't like it that she brought up that point because Danny is all good and great of apologizing for bad behavior. But if you have to apologize for drinking too much, that means that like you're kind of agreeing in that apology that you're not going to drink that much again because you've accepted what it did. He just wanted to say, I was basically feeling really competitive and things were heightened. And you know how it is when you have a couple drinks and it's all a combination platter,
but
you know?
Before the Lala Danny, there was a little moment with Janet, Lala, Brittany, I think Michelle was there in the bed. And like the term just the alcohol kept popping up. Or she said a couple. I'm tired of people saying it was just the alcohol. Danny's a dick.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, when he's not drinking.
That's crazy.
Like, I know that Dan, like, okay, so I brought up how I knew someone like this because there are a lot of Danny stans. There are clearly, we get to the last half of the end of the episode, and we find out what we always knew, that like there's a group of people here that have formed a pact here to say like, how do you get there? I think that they really do. Like, I don't think Zach's a liar. I think Kristen can be like, knows what to do and what to say, but I think that they really do like Danny. Like, we'll get there, so I don't want to go too far into it, but I knew a guy like this who would just have some drinks and start just popping off thinking it was really funny. And I knew a couple guys like this who I love dearly, but if you only knew them in those situations, this ain't it. But one of these guys wrestled for my stepdad. Great wrestler, went to Cal Poly. The other one, I still see him when I go home. Like, these are people I seek out. I want to have these things because they would give you the shirt off their back. They would show up for you. They would drive to Vegas if you got stranded there. I wonder if Danny is that guy to his friends.
No.
You don't think?
So I even with
so.
if Danny was that guy, the apology to Lala would have felt real. It didn't. Like, it's also like, I feel like Danny's the guy that gave you the shirt off his back, so people could tell you that Danny gave you the shirt off his back.
You think?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I think that's all he cares about is public image.
There's so many people like that. I don't think Danny's that guy. I think Danny's not giving you his shirt because there's some guy. How come you can't give? Like, you have a shirt,
But he's still a dick.
no, he's a dick. He's being a dick,
yeah.
but he's not like. I don't think he's giving you his shirt until it's like there are no shirts left, and everybody's like, Danny, just give the. It's a kid. It's a little kid, and he's like,
I don't think Danny's a good person.
fine.
Just for the record, I'm 180. I don't agree. I think that Danny is, and I think Danny works on being a good person. I think that he. Oh, you don't think going to church all that much is work? That's a lot of work. Like, I want to go to church way more.
I grew up that way. I went to church. 3 times a week I was at church.
Yeah.
Danny
like-
wouldn't give you his shirt. He'd be like, Nia, take your dress off.
But like, I don't know.
That's Danny laughing, not me.
Yeah, that's not my vibe on him.
Sometimes people are good people. If you're trying to be a good person, what were you before that? You know what I'm saying? Some people are just good people. Some people don't need to try so hard, and some people don't need to hide that and say, I'm trying my best to be good. Like, he's a dick and he writes it off as being a bit. Like, no, that's not a thing. I've been in plenty of relationships where I said something stupid. I was like, I was joking. I wasn't joking. I said something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that guy. I've seen that guy before.
Yeah.
I grew up with a lot of those guys.
Same.
I know what happens when it's just the bros around and
Yeah.
that guy's a dick. He's not a good person.
Yeah. And I'm the opposite. I'm like, I know those guys. That guy ain't it. That guy's got a grip of problems, a lot of demons. I don't know what his background is. I don't know what made Danny who he is, but I think Danny's a great neighbor. I think he's a great, like Jack said, like, I met this guy and it was like I'd known him my whole life. Like, he shows up for everything. Danny said the same thing about Jax too. It's that, like, to know this guy in a completely different setting is like, he introduced me to these people. He got my kid involved in this sport, like got him on the team over like this community thing with the dads. And that, like, there's something about these people that, like, we're not seeing on screen.
Listen, so like that
Sociopath?
kind of gives me back to my, I'm not trying to be like, oh, they're mafioso, but if they're involved in church and involved in Miss USA and acting and the Hollywood and whatever, and they've made these connections over 15, 20 years, you can take advantage of this town if you work just a little bit, you know. One of our biggest, not fights, but her biggest gripe with me is I can take full advantage of this town a ton, and I never do because I never want to ask for anything. And she's like,
waste of time.
yeah,
man.
really. She's like, I don't understand. We could be doing so many things. And
You
we
come for the
could.
perks. You work in this business for the perks.
Yeah, and I don't.
When people come in and want to go to shows, it's like asking, being like, so and so's coming. Do you think you could get tickets? He's like, and I'm like, why do we, like, when somebody comes in and I was working on shows, I would be like, come on, have the front row.
And
like,
this will
I'll
be
bring
for
you all
like
the shit from
America's
the
Got
green
Talent,
room.
which is like a f***ing email. It isn't nothing.
Yeah,
Like,
and you don't have to do dick all for it.
Damn it.
I almost want to go back. Like, it's weird to me. Once again, that's why I think people like this show is because there's so many. How many times have me and you disagreed on something we both watched? Quite a bit, and we
Yeah,
haven't
pretty
done
much,
done a
like-
lot of episodes together.
It's not even just a disagreement. It's like, I never even entertained what you'll be talking about. I'd be like, I didn't even know that was a thing, but like, it really will hit you hard.
It's crazy that I clocked it from the beginning
Yeah.
with Danny, and like to a point that Nia's a ride or die, and yeah, you're not gonna. But like, Yeah, I just don't think he's a good person. And I think he tries to be a good person. And I think the bits he's putting on are, like I said, all on the outside.
Yeah.
It's easy to be a great neighbor. How often do you see that neighbor? Hey, guy, how's it going? You want to buy my lawnmower? And then he goes in and starts yelling. Like, I don't
know, man. America's built on the idea of having good neighbors.
It's not hard to be a good neighbor.
I mean, I'm not a good neighbor. I literally keep my head down. I don't make eye contact. I don't want anybody asking me for some cream and sugar at 4 p.m. Unannounced.
Two things. Yeah. Sorry, reading that.
No, that's it. Don't stop by my house. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. No, I'm with you on that one. Two things. One, to finishing what I was saying. If Danny's the guy that's
you were talking?
Yeah, I was. The guy that can get you in the leagues and has a guy here and I got a guy and you need that, I got you. That's also the guy that can take you out and get you out of the league and get you out of the club. And you like going to that place. Yeah, Jack,
No,
Jack
that's
says
true.
it, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what were you saying right before that?
Who can tell?
No, you can tell.
No, we need
You
a
were,
person.
you were talking about him being a mafioso. And that's kind of thing. It's all about the favors. I
Yeah,
did this
it's
for you.
the favors. Yeah.
Now, what are you going to do for me? Oh, you're not going to talk about next season about anything that goes on with me and Nia.
Right. Or else I tell that specialist I got for your kid that, maybe they're too busy. Like, that sounds a little too gnarly,
Maybe,
but
maybe
like,
I don't.
whatever.
Maybe we don't talk in your custody trial, huh?
Yeah, something, something. Maybe I kill your mom. I don't, whatever. Austin would always joke about that. We'd play practical jokes, and he'd be like, "I'm the one that you can't play practical jokes with because you'll like let the air out of my bike tires, and you'll get a phone call. And you'll be your mom, and she'll be like, "Why is my house is on fire? Everything's," and it'll be like, "What?" And Austin will be like, "Gotcha." Like, you lit my mom's house on fire? I gotta
you should have seen your face.
Yeah, dude,
I'd be
God,
like,
you're so
I gotta go.
Don't with me.
fire
Like,
extinguisher.
Dude, did you register me
okay.
as a sex offender?
Totally. Like, your computer's right here, dude, when no one stole it.
Yeah, no, I think that more people than not are going to think like if people comment on this, I think they're going to say a lot of people think Danny's a horrible dude.
We're about to find out. Let us know.
I'm a standalone. I don't know. As I always say, it's all about vibes for me. It's not about. It's just when I get a feeling about someone.
I don't get it though, because you just agreed with us that a lot of his stuff, even these apologies, feel performative. Mm-hmm. And you've seen the kind of dick that he can be.
Performative, because I think that when he's apologizing, it comes after a wild night of drinking, and I think that the only way to even have a shot at getting out of those things he's being accused of is just apologize for literally all of it.
So you think he believes it?
I think he's embarrassed. Like, I think that he doesn't want to be the guy that grabs ass and yells at his wife in front of people. I don't think that Danny ever goes into the night thinking that's what's going to happen when I drink. And I have to say that sometimes when I drink, I really have to be like, people will have a drink when they're like, oh, I had a rough day, like, or I'm so stressed about something, I just need to take the edge off. If I am not in just a good place, like, I've never been a mean drunk, but like, I can, if I'm doing it to like escape something or take the edge off from something, I will only go edgier when I start drinking. I'll be like, hey, now I'm going to talk about it all, but so there is like different headspaces you can be in. And I feel like Danny had an idea of how he wanted this weekend to go because of just all of the bullshit from last episode. There wasn't even much drinking in it. And it was still, the second he got there, it was all about like, I thought that the nanny was taking the kid. Why did we bring this nanny if we can't even do anything? Like, which I thought was valid. But then Courtney brought up a good point. Like, nannies are also workers under employment laws. They can't work 24 hours straight. You can't just completely ditch your kid, especially if they're breastfeeding. But it seemed to me like Danny had a real good idea of like what this weekend was going to be. And everyone has stopped that in its tracks. Like, he's been met with obstacles, whether they're his own doing or the nanny's not coming into play or Nia's got to, whatever. Like, he seems very frustrated, and the drinking is just making him like talk about all of that and not give a shit. And the dude should not drink. He just shouldn't. Which also just brings up interesting things about like addiction and like, cause I don't think Danny's an addict, but like there's a switch with him. Is that called something? Like, can people have is there a condition or like, it's not alcoholism, but maybe is some form of alcoholism where
there's something that drives him to not, like I was saying, have 3 beers with his friends, go have a glass of wine at dinner, maybe a couple follow-ups at the house, but we don't need to get thrashed.
Yeah.
There's something there. Yeah.
Is that, I'm just curious, is there a term for that? Or do we just call everyone that has problematic drinking issues, whether it's because they can't stop drinking ever, they drink every day, they wake up in the morning craving, or that they act a fool.
I was never a drinker, but every time I take drugs, I usually want to take more drugs. So I don't do drugs that often.
Yeah.
I mean, listen,
But would you call yourself a drug addict?
I have addictive personalities, but no. But like, I just, if I buy Coke, a couple hours later, I'm probably going to go buy more Coke.
That Coke be doing that, you know?
If I take mushrooms, usually within an hour, I'm like feeling it. I'm like, man, I should have taken more.
I shouldn't have given away that been like, here, buddy, I've already taken what I'm going to take. Why did I do that?
But like, yeah, but I don't know. Mushrooms don't make me go yell at people.
No.
I usually giggle at them.
That's true. Yeah, and I'm not even here to have some deep discussion about addiction, but watching this episode did make me wonder, I feel like we umbrella everything under alcoholism, and I wonder if there's something specific that says this person doesn't wake up and want booze all day, but when they do drink, they have a switch.
It is weird that there's the term alcoholism, but not like drugism or drug,
Yeah.
you know, like as you're a drug addict or an alcoholic or alcoholism. So like, what does that mean? What is holism or ism? You know, what is it?
But
What does it all mean?
Moral story is you think Danny's a perfect human being. That's cool.
Pretty much, yeah. Moving on.
No, I think that Danny is a complicated person and an interesting character to try to dissect. I don't know if there's some people that I think I will never be able to, but I think that he's fairly simple, and I just haven't taken a real swing at it yet.
Do you think he's good looking?
No. But I
so
think
it's not the Craig effect. It's not the Craig effect where you're just looking past him being a bad person.
No. You know why? I think it's the Nia effect for me with Danny. I also think that Danny is if like, you know, there's a book of like, I'm sure the robots could be like, this is with a face with these facial structures and whatever. This is a classically good looking American, you know, like this is the cookie cutter version. I think that Danny clearly has like a ding. He's got the makeup of being a good looking person. I just don't, he's not my type. I'm not attracted to that guy. In fact, I'm turned off by that guy, but I love his wife so much. And so I think I see the good in him through her eyes, probably.
Okay.
That's really the only way to simplify it now.
He's got to have something redeeming, because why isn't that bombshell with him if not?
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, she's providing a life for him. She doesn't work, does she? And they just bought a house in Santa Clarita, right?
Right. But she's not, when Nia does work, she makes chunks of change.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. If you watch Nia's socials, and I'm not prescribing that to any men, but she gets on there with absolutely no makeup on, and she shows you everything about, she wakes up, here's what I'm doing for breastfeeding, here's the supplements I'm going to take today, half the time she's not trying to sell anything to you. She's just, I wouldn't have the balls to do what Nia does. She still looks beautiful, but it's a drastic effect. And she's just very honest.
I'm just glad we found it, because I couldn't understand why you thought there's something in Danny, but it's because Nia's still with him.
Oh yeah, I thought I led with that, but maybe I haven't on this show with you because we've never done it together.
It was boggling my mind. Like,
There
what
it
is she
is.
seeing that I'm not seeing?
It's Beauty Queen.
He's also got muscles.
That's Beauty Queen's chosen partner.
You got some calf muscles. I saw those once.
My calf muscles are pretty good.
Lala, Michelle, and Janet resume their talk. I didn't write it all out, but they all kind of had their things to say. Michelle mentioned something about him kind of getting too close when she said something like, "Oh, even with my heels off, I'm still taller than you." And he's like, "No, you're not." Like he clearly has some height issue. A lot of dudes do. I'm sure, especially someone who is booking gigs and has to write 5'4" on it. I don't know how tall Danny is, but I assume it's around 5'6".
But don't they like little dudes as actors in the movies because
look at Tom
because you're the same
Cruise.
size as the ladies. There's not like a big difference on screen.
Yeah, and you're really with people like Courtney, who it has leading character energy, but is rarely going to have a leading man that is over 6 feet.
Yeah,
so.
Courtney's too tall. If she was a dude, she'd be too tall to be an actor.
Yeah.
He's 1.75 meters.
That tracks.
Yeah.
That seems right.
That's 5'9" for us Americans.
So this is what I thought was interesting about this, and I'm wondering if you do.
Probably not.
Lala kind of seems to suggest, have you tried talking to Nia about this? Seems like she'd be pretty soft right now. And Janet's like, I wanted to, I've just haven't found the right time. I'm just trying to gauge that. Do either of you think that Janet has any business going to have a little talk with Nia about anything related to this thing that's happened?
I don't think it had anything to do with the thing. It had more to do with them, right?
The actual meetup ends up being different, but it seems like it was birthed out of this whole thing just happened. Do you think it might be a good time to go talk to her now, as if they were kind of thinking she would be vulnerable right now and be open to you in a different way? But the situation is not one that Nia should be vulnerable in.
And I'm thinking, man, Nia's defenses are up after last night. She's fucking, she's on the clock tower, making sure no one's coming in.
Yeah.
Just steel trap. Let's lock it down for the rest of this vacay.
Yeah.
You know, so like, I don't think she's vulnerable at all.
Yeah.
No, yeah, she's not.
If this happened last year with Brittany and Jax, and you're saying that to Brittany, or saying it with Brittany's, then yes, I think that is what Lala was saying.
Yeah.
To Janet.
Yeah.
And I think if it's Brittany, swap Brittany and Janet, or sorry, swap
Nia.
Brittany and Nia and Jax and Danny, and that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But this couple, you're sending her into the lion's den.
Yeah.
With 20 hungry lions, like you're getting donezo. Because again, you're not breaking the fortress. Like you do not come for the king. If you come for the king, do not miss, or whatever.
Right.
Whatever
And this
that
is like,
line is.
yeah, Nia's been trying to keep it on lock the whole time. Nia didn't get drunk.
Yeah.
Bad read by Lala that she might be vulnerable right now. Might be a good time to poke it.
I don't know if it's a bad read.
Exactly. That was my next question. Please go on.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad read. It was strategery, as your boy likes to say.
Video professional.
Yeah, from a video professional.
Yeah.
She was sending her in for that. A funny thing happened, and I'm glad we kind of touched on it earlier, just coincidentally. But when we get to this apology, the one thing Nia says that she's real mad about is that it seems rehearsed.
Yeah.
Which, like,
I didn't feel that.
A, I didn't feel it. B, are you not supposed to think about the thing that you did wrong and contemplate it and wonder like why and what you did, what you could do better, and then form an apology based off those feelings and thoughts? And like,
were you not in Video Village for Danny's apology?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So like, A, are you not supposed to do that and then formulate a nice apology that you can then give to the person that's meaningful and thought out? That's what I thought it was. Like, you're supposed to learn something from this. That aside, what, lady? What the are you talking about? Your entire life is planned out. You probably have, Jesse probably got his binder idea from Danny and Nia. Like, these guys have life binders on the, like, that was the weirdest thing she'd ever said. And it took me out of her. Like, now I'm just like, just tell her you're out and don't come back and don't make, like, just tell her you will have nothing to do with her, because now you're borderline diving into the pool and playing little pool games with her, right? By saying stupid shit like that, because it doesn't make any sense. And as Lala should know, not to send Jen in, because you're not going to be vulnerable about your husband at this moment and be like, you know what, Janet, you were right. Danny is a mess, and he did essay the Jasmine, like, or Melissa. That's not like, as dumb as that was, it was as equally dumb for Nia to not clock what she was saying wasn't going to come across as totally idiotic.
I mean, at one point, Nia said, Janet takes things too far. I'm like, well, what does Danny do? And also,
game recognized game.
Let's go into the mindset that for the moment, Danny and Nia, after last season and a half, maybe 2 seasons, they're thinking, cool, Bravo isn't airing our shit. They're not putting it out there.
Yeah.
They haven't seen this season yet. They're calculated people. Does it not stand to reason they're like, cool, well, we can't make up with Janet. That's a storyline. And as long as Janet's over there, it backs us up that she's just a bad person. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't see any benefit for Nia to even accept an apology.
Yeah.
Just keep Janet over there. People hate Janet. Let's make that keep happening. No one's looking at us. I Sauron for the Lord of the Ring fans out there.
Janet has tried to apologize to Nia a couple other times already this season, and Nia's never been open to any of them.
And who has sent her in every time?
Lala.
Lar.
Lar.
Every time Lar.
Huh. Since I personally think that Janet is an asshole, whatever this specific thing is aside, I've seen her, the way she moves. It's all vibes with me. I'm not into it. I don't like these kinds of people. I feel like she's very transparent and very strategic, but she's not smart enough to like pull off a great strategy. When you are, I still may not vibe with you, but I still give respect to people who are really able to like stage a coup and pull it off. Cause like, I'm just here for TV. I'm old enough to not, these aren't my best friends. These are all cartoon characters to me. So I'm just looking for entertainment. I'm sure a lot of people will be like, oh, I'm putting my life out here. Well, as soon as you accepted cha-ching for that, like all bets are off.
Your life turned into a cartoon.
Yeah. You're my cartoon. That's it. That's it. And that's all. But I do applaud Nia for being so good at these. And it's because she's got 4 toddlers and apparently now another one.
Yeah, five toddlers.
Yeah. So when Janet goes to apologize, there is no reason. I believe that like it is not because Janet cares about Nia. It is because Janet is just tired of coming to work every day and it's sucking because half of the people over here are all having a gay old time taking photos, and she's always sort of like been sanctioned to this one area. And then there's her group of friends, the Michelles and the Brittnys are back and forthers. And Janet thinks like they're going to get tired of this and I'm probably going to get sweeped out just because like they're exhausted of this whole thing. Like they'll still be my friend, but like I won't be on this show anymore because this is just, it's human nature that like at a certain point you're going to get tired of this. But I liked how Nia spotted that like, we are not friends. You are not here for any reason. We've already gone through this apology thing. I've not been open to it any other time. You're clearly trying to like come in for the kill right now because you think I'm soft. You think I've been put in a position that I haven't been before. But I am beauty queen. I have been under much more stress than this and prevailed, and I'm not giving into this. And I just liked that because to think that Janet had any business going to talk to Nia during this time, you've only got to be coming from a strategical thing. You're not coming. Nobody in their right mind would think I'm the person she wants to hear from right now. It's inappropriate.
Yeah. No. Yeah. 100%. Also, just thinking it through. This is probably pretty horrible, but whatever. Think of all the experience Nia has being placated.
Yeah.
Being as beautiful as she is, being a Miss USA, being in the pageant world.
Yeah.
Like she just constantly.
Yeah.
Her whole life, probably.
And if she did just go there to say, I'm sorry.
Oh, was there follow-up or you just want me to think about it?
I think you were mind blown.
If she did just go there to say, I'm sorry, then under the perfect apology laws, you say you're sorry, Nia says that's nice, and you walk away. But then it goes, as soon as Nia wasn't going to accept it at that moment and just say like, I'm not feeling like this doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like I've tried to see the good in you and it just seems like there's a pattern with you. You go out of your way to see the bad things about me. And then even when somebody reminds you, well, what about this? You go, yeah. But what about this? And so that's just, it's a pattern. And what's her name? Janet goes directly into, but he put a booger on me first, like a toddler, and then Nia goes, but we're talking about you, buddy. Like it's her 3-year-old.
But
like I know he pushed you first.
No,
I don't give her credit.
That part either.
I don't give her credit for holding Janet accountable. Hold your husband accountable, lady. Yeah. Like, what do you talk? Like, and also like if you're trying to keep up with this perfect persona, accept apology. We're great. Thank you. And get out.
But if you've decided that this person
Turn
is
the
not
other cheek,
here,
is that what the Abel-Wais says?
I don't know.
When you go to give an apology, you got to be ready that like it's not going to be accepted and like that's going to be the end of it. But she can't help herself and she keeps going and wants to point at other people. But you just said you were here to apologize. So Nia is taking that. I thought you were here to apologize. I'm telling you why it's been rough for you to apologize to me. I haven't accepted them so far. I mean, I don't know what her words were, but like this has happened a few times now and I'm not open to it because I I don't think that you really are sorry. And you're not, because the second that I tell you, like, I'm a little hesitant, you start pointing fingers again. So this isn't about you apologizing. This is about you trying to get your point across as to like why you weren't really wrong in this. And that's fine, but don't drape it in an apology.
See, I still think the reason she's not accepting the apology is because Nia's smart enough to know, man, we just had this big party at the house and they need to fill this episode. Like, it needs to be, I don't know.
But she hasn't accepted her apology 2 other times, though.
And I think it's because they want to push that there's this going on. As long as people are beefing with Janet, maybe they're not talking about Danny.
But I think they're trying to push Janet off the show. So if Janet's off the show, then she's not going to be the sideshow distraction for you anymore. They're not going to get rid of the
Asian guy.
Huh?
They're not going to get rid of the Asian guy. This is 2026.
I don't know. I'm just a moderator with no opinions. All right, everyone's packing up to leave, and we just hear the voiceover in the car of like, I don't even know who said it. Maybe it was Brittany. A lot of resolution this weekend. And I was like, is this a bit? Like, because I just.
That was Danny. That was Danny's Brittany impersonation.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're at Janet and Jason's, and listen, I know I've got 2 Janet fans here, so I'm probably going to get a lot of pushback on this. So just keep it quick. Do you guys remember this? They're talking about having a second baby, and that one of them maybe could be adopted. And do you guys remember in season 1 when Zach said this a few times? He was like, "I swear to God, Janet got pregnant just so she could be an asshole, and I couldn't say anything back to her because the baby, the health of the baby."
Right.
Do you guys think that there's any chance that this is like when we actually did our best was when Janet was pregnant?
Should try that again.
We should try that again. And that might not, do you think it'll work 2 times? What if we say that we'll take anyone's baby, a baby that nobody wants? What if we say that? The people have got to be into that, right?
Definitely work.
That's a double wham, grand slam. Like, let's do it.
You don't pass law school being stupid.
Yeah. So do we think that Janet is really like, this is just family planning as it's usual? Or do you think that Janet's the kind of person that this kind of factors in?
2 truths, right? I think this is 2 truths.
Okay.
This is a classic 2 truths, which is funny because I had a whole rant about 2 truths in my head this week that is basically just a cop-out. When you say something that's like, oh, it's this, and then somebody's like, well, actually, I think it's this, and then you realize like, shit, that person's probably right, but you don't want to admit you're wrong. You're like, 2 truths. You
know what it could be? It's the easier and modern way to say agree to disagree.
100%. That's a better way to put it.
Yeah.
It is modern, agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Which is the old shit. I was wrong about that. So
it's that, but it's also even more of a like that is admitting, like, because I would be like, but let me keep going then. If you still don't agree, I'm going to keep going.
I must have said it in Spanish.
But if you say 2 truths, I'm like, great, moving on.
Yeah, he got it.
Yeah, now we're playing basketball.
Yeah.
Take it, Travis.
We're playing basketball.
Can we skip this one?
This is why I don't play basketball, because I'm a white dude that has no game.
I can't have this book.
What?
On this shelf.
Uh-huh.
And talk about this.
It was a non-contact injury too.
Bro.
It was a knee, not a heel.
I mean,
it was an ambulance.
He was walking bow-legged on a court, and I was like,
He fell down.
Well,
he fell down and asked for an ambulance. An ambulance?
I wrote that in my end. I go, I don't know if I'd feel good about it being carried off on a stretcher. I'd be like, no.
Stretcher?
Just help lift me up and let's go get in a PA's car and just take me to like.
That was the funny thing.
No,
like,
the funny thing was Tom going, you want me to send this to Janet?
The funny thing, and if you don't live here, you won't know this, is the hospital is a block and a half away from that park. They were at the park down the goddamn street. Cedars, a world-renowned hospital, is a block and a half from the park.
They don't do basketball knee.
Walk, buddy. Walk it off. Kobe woulda. Kobe got up, busted Achilles, took 2 free throws.
Do you want to just hop in a PA's car, or should we call an ambulance?
Bro.
I think an ambulance,
I think
sir.
an ambulance
I think I need an ambulance.
No,
What?
It was funny when they're like,
Stop
"Do
it.
you
Off
just
the
can
show.
can production take you in
Straight
a
to
car?"
jail.
Or and he's like, "Ambulance,
I think
please."
an ambulance.
And then starts talking about my son. What am I going to do? I could be disabled now. Like, listen, I don't follow Danny on the socials, so like I could. I'm taking a
was an
real
OTF
risk
though.
here. But like, do we know if Danny is able-bodied currently?
Jason.
Jason, not Danny. Sorry.
I'm gonna bet big time money it's a knee sprain. Like they're gonna be like, oh, it's torn ACL, MCL, Cartwright. Maybe it is. Maybe you tore your ACL. Oh, cool, man. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
He's
You're
not
gonna
an
be able to
athlete.
hold your kid. You're gonna be able to live. No one's gonna die. Listen, I get Janet. You got Janet taking care of you, so that I'm gonna give you a little grace there. That might be a problem, but like, off.
I feel like Jesse Lawley did say, "I don't know what it is, but it doesn't look good."
Because that's Jesse.
But even
That's
if-
Jesse
but
being
even if,
Jesse.
Like,
Okay.
listen, he's not a competitive athlete. He
Right.
could tear his ACL, MCL,
Yeah.
dislocate his knee. He's gonna be back up and good.
He'll be fine.
He'll probably be better than he was.
The ambulance thing I'm not even like, kill people fall down all the time. I fall down. I do all kind of dumb shit. And I'm the wrong person to ask because one time I went rock climbing at the gym. I fell and did a tibia plateau fracture. If you know what that means,
What a
you're probably
girl.
cringing right now. And I came home and was like, man, I think it was a sprain, and didn't go to the hospital for 2 weeks until I was like, hey, this might be more than a sprain. This really hurts. And I went and they're like, yeah, you broke your leg, you dumb
Is
piece
that,
of
is
shit.
that you being a tough guy or stupid?
It's stupid.
Okay.
Listen, I have a high tolerance for pain because I
Pain threshold, they call
a
it.
high pain threshold. Just I don't know if it's from being an athlete or like doing. I was into skating and bikes and like sports where if you got hurt, like you were really hurt. So I don't know if you get used to it or whatever, but
Or you're just always stupid.
it's a little dumb too because like it was clearly something was wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I was
yeah.
like,
Honestly, even if
walk it off.
the hospital was 10 minutes away, 3 of my buddies there, get me up.
Yeah, just come
Just-
on, guys.
just
we got
walk
it.
me over
At least
to
take
the-
me
to the car
somebody's
and let's
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Huck me in the back of the truck and we'll get
You know how
this going.
expensive ambulances are?
So
Let me tell you,
expensive.
when I was in high school, I got hit over the head with a beer bottle at a house party. This bitch.
I can see it.
I see this bitch. I'm not going to do anything. But it shattered, and there was something in my eye. And I think I got a little piece of glass in there. I think it probably made its way out by the time that the cops got there because somebody called the cops. The ambulance came, had me in the ambulance, and I didn't know anything about that. And it was just my friend said something like, "You sure you want to take an ambulance?" And I'm like, I mean, they already came. I feel bad. Like, that's literally why, because I'm like, I just want to do whatever they tell me to do. It seems like they're saying I should go do this, and I just don't want to be that asshole being like, I'm not doing that. So I was just whatever the cop said to do. When she told me, like, it's like $1,000, I was like, get me out of here. I'm not going in this f***ing ambulance. Like, because even though, like, I could have sued the girl and whatever, like, I don't know how that's going to go. Like, I'm not even chancing it. This guy is like, I mean, he probably just is like, this is on production. This is going to have to be something that the show covers. But I also don't even know, like, you'd still, like, there could be some back and forth about that. And then you're going against the show that you work on to, like, get reimbursed for this, whatever.
Listen,
like,
yeah,
it's
production's
just,
probably
maybe.
covering that, but like,
Oh,
it
it's for
doesn't
sure.
matter.
No,
It's not
production's
about the
definitely covering
covering it
Maybe.
and the whatever. It's the like, you didn't demand they edit that out. You didn't pay
I know.
money. Like, you let that out into the world.
But when he was talking about being disabled, that's in a confessional probably months later. He's still in that, like, so like I said, that's the thing that made me stop and go, I don't follow this guy on social media. Is he okay? Because why would anybody in their right
Should we
mind, who
find
was
out? Or
probably
wait.
totally fine, then again, bring it up months later to just remind you all that, like, that's how much of a drama queen you are.
Because the
And
producer asked the question, what was going through your mind that moment?
Oh, yeah.
What were you thinking as soon as I was thinking I couldn't, maybe I can't hold my kid again.
Oh, my God. What a rookie.
What's his last name?
Who
The pronoun?
knows?
Janet's husband.
Yeah.
I'm
Mr.
right here.
Janet?
Did Janet's husband?
I do have to ask y'all a question, but I don't want to extend this thing.
Do you know what
You
the
don't wanna what?
first?
I
do
don't
you
want
know
us to
what
go
the
too
first?
far over.
The first suggestion is when you write "Did Janet's HUS" into Google. Did Janet's husband
Cheat?
cheat on her?
Yeah.
Let's click that and see what it says.
It's going to be a long article going, with all that said, we don't know, but we can just.
Yeah. Yeah.
The robot said no. Okay, fine. But did he tear his ACL? Ooh, okay. Never mind. I take a
Dislocated?
lot of what I said back. A lot of it. Not all of it. I still would have walked it off.
His
but
kneecap explode?
he dislocated his kneecap. And that's like some next level. Ouchies.
It's painful, but he's back on his feet and he can still hold his child.
Yeah, so I'll take that over an ACL all day long. I tore my ACL. I've got a
Is that workers' comp?
What?
Hey, Jason, we're thinking about doing a little basketball scene.
Yeah, if it was on the call sheet, you could get workers' comp for
Hell
that
yeah.
shit. I would. Fuck
But
them.
isn't this this is what we're doing today? You're going to come film it, or is this the what came first, the chicken or the egg?
If it's on the call sheet, it was a planned by production to go shoot film here. They got a permit, yada yada.
You know who would know all that? A lawyer, even a shitty one. Is this two back-to-back justice for the Capernas here?
Is that the last name?
I'm just realizing it.
Listen, it turns out it was he dislocated his knee. Popped back in place. Partial tear of his medial thingy. And some bone. Like it wasn't nothing.
Your boys the pain's still there. Your boys can help you pick up.
Yeah, no, I'm
On one
still
leg-
not getting
on
it.
one
I'm
leg
still-
bounce to the
there's
car.
No way. Yeah,
Yeah.
not happening. I'm hopping.
Oh, no ambulance still.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting in an ambulance on a, and this is so male toxicity and stupid, and we're just having fun. So whatever. I'm probably getting in the ambulance for a compound fracture where like your bone breaks and shoves out of your leg.
Yeah.
Like that happened once at soccer when I was playing soccer, and that happened to the star quarterback on our football team, our high school football team. We were literally playing like intramural soccer, and he got out of his, and that was it for him. So like maybe I'm probably hopping in the ambulance for that one. That's probably got to hurt a little bit.
If there's a lot,
But literally, a tibia plateau fracture is when you land, if you fall, your knees collapses together so hard that it splits your bone.
Okay.
That's what happened to me. I'm not trying to get beat up, but like I walked out of the climbing gym to have a cigarette and be like, dang, that hurt. Let me check this. Had a cigarette, walked back in, was like, I think I'm done for the day. Grabbed my shit, drove home, barely made it down the steps, and sat on the couch for 2 weeks before I was like, I think I need to go see the doctor. So like I'm not the guy to ask, maybe.
can we edit that out? Edit that out. We don't need to hear that.
Yeah, no, we can edit that out. But I'll tell you
Listen,
one
the
last
viewers
thing
think-
to just tell you how strong that I am. Because when I was a toddler, I broke my leg. My mom took me to the doctor, and they said, have her walk. And I was walking, and I was like, oh, I'm a toddler. I think it happened on her bike. I was on the back of her bike. I think my leg got caught in the spokes in the back of her car, in the back of her tent, like a skinny tired 1980s bike, you know, with the kid seat. And I walked, and the doctor was like, if she can walk, she didn't break her leg. And so I'm just hobbling about, going about my business, doing my play stuff. And she took me back like however long, maybe a week later, whatever. And they're like, okay, well, the x-ray shows
Maybe
that
she
she's
broke her
been
leg.
walking around on a broken leg.
That's pretty
Look at
badass.
that. Jason Caperna, you could learn a few
Is-
things.
is-
Also,
that-
Jason
is-
Berta, you took a full-on face plant to the dome and busted your whole thing out and woke up the next day, nothing.
Is that
Nothing.
Do you think the childhood break? Do you think that's why you walk that way?
Well, I should sue if that's the case. Because
also-
now I'm on camera, and this is holding me back from all my hopes and dreams.
It's why she doesn't wear shoes.
I've never broken a bone.
Don't bring that up.
Listen, Travis and I, we've known each other for quite a while, but what, 6 or 7 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, I found out Travis had never broken a bone. And as you've heard, I've broken a lot of bones. Again, probably nothing to brag about. And I was like, well, I have a goal in life now, and I have not achieved it yet. We've gotten some bruised ribs due to a mountain bike crash, but nothing proven to be
You
broken.
know why? It's because in all those moments
I'm doing it.
where potential breakage could happen,
Yeah.
I'm like, be a little careful, Travis.
Yeah.
Just be a little bit careful because we don't want broken bones around here.
That's
Where's the fun in that?
I don't know. I tend to think before I leap.
So do I.
Where's the
it's
best
called
place
a
to land?
calculated risk. Sometimes it doesn't work out. It's fine. Come on, let's go.
Let's finish it.
Okay, fine. Lala, Kristen, Brittany, and Zach meet up for a brunch. I love that this crew shows up how they always do, and then Lala comes in like what I would wear if I were being interviewed on Good Morning America.
So amazing.
No, I love it because I somebody needs to come in and show like Angelina's like it's a very chill vibe here. Like when I have people come to visit me and they're like, where are we going tonight? Because like I didn't bring anything like LA. And I always am like, if you think anyone in LA is looking at what you're wearing, you are high. No one gives a shit about you. Like this is the place you could literally go dressed in garbage. And if there was someone looking at you, they would think, did I miss the memo? Is that in? Where did she get that? Is that Balenciaga?
I didn't even have any garbage.
Yeah.
I took my garbage out and threw it all away.
Is that sustainable?
What's funny, just real quick,
Eco-friendly?
we started watching Beyond the Villa season 2.
Yeah.
And Kaylor is in New York from season 1, and My Papaya is in New York, and it's the rest of the show's in LA except for Taylor and Alondra, or not Alondra. Whoa, Taylor.
That's a blast from the past.
What's Taylor's? Clark. I choose Clark.
I pick Clark.
I pick Clark. They're in Oklahoma. Anyways, when they go to New York, the wardrobe game is bounced to the nth degree.
Yeah.
And in LA, people are like, this is what doesn't matter, doesn't care. This is always funny to me how New York, grocery store to the bodega, wherever, doesn't matter, tits outfit.
Yeah. So yeah, I love that Lala is just gonna level up. Hopefully, people join the party on that. Yeah. Okay, so
speaking of
we
level
start off.
Zach took the advice.
What was Zach wearing? I don't even remember.
I don't know, but it looked amazing.
He's so cute.
It looked like he's de-aging.
What peptides are you on, Zach? Aside from the GLPs,
Oh my God,
I just got a
she's all on the
peptide. I haven't tried it
now.
yet. I
So
gotta
if
shoot
anyone
it,
comes here and sees the 800 heroin needles on our kitchen counter, that's not what that's for.
that's
Apparently,
copper.
Peptide is. Nate uses heroin needles.
I know, but maybe I cut that because I don't need anybody being like 30 days later and being like, I don't see a difference. You look worse.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, so anyhow, are we still buying? Okay, I'm sorry. So the first thing they start talking about is Jax.
Oh, some good old Jax trash talk.
Yeah, how good the kid's doing. We've all seen it with our own eyes. It's sort of undebatable. This kid has moved mountains since then. Yeah, we've talked about it. Jax is still being Jax though. Like if you were wondering, was it the booze? Not really. Like,
no, Jax has a real problem.
We're 13 seasons and 2 shows deep, and we're still talking about Jax Taylor changing.
Yeah.
Give up, people.
Yeah, no.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit my take on Danny, which is funny because it's not 13 seasons, it's 2.5 seasons. And I'm like, how many times are we going to hear that this guy might be not good before we believe that maybe he's not
He got
good?
a second show to show us.
Right? How horrible he was. Yeah.
We don't think we've humiliated this man just enough yet.
No, the Valley wouldn't be without Jax and Brittany, right?
Jax and Kristen.
Yeah.
And Brittany, of course, is Jax's wife. So yeah, because this is about people in that next level.
But
so
like,
yeah.
People ruining
the whole
their
point of
lives.
it is to show he changed. He's moved to the Valley. He's a grown up. He's a dad now.
Yeah. He's a good neighbor. He's out there with his leaf blower 27 times a day, which if that doesn't tell you who's an addict, like that's what an addict does. An OCD, I got to blow these leaves 15,000 times or I'm going to combust. Okay, so, and then yes, it's easy to be a good neighbor. Clearly not, because Jax is out there blowing that thing all day and his neighbors are like, oh my God.
Okay, that was when I was like, I have 2 things. I remember the second thing now. So the good neighbor Danny thing, what's the one thing everybody says when they catch the murderer? They interview the neighbor.
He's such a nice guy.
The nicest guy.
Yeah.
Never would have pegged him as a murderer.
Yeah.
Danny's a murderer.
Okay.
We've uncovered the case.
Simple, that's simple math everyone followed.
Yeah, pretty much. Like and
Then
subscribe.
put Nia in a Pope mobile and protect her at all costs.
You don't know if she's
I kind of
pulling
felt
the
like
strings.
I was on board for
don't know.
everything Lala did in this episode, but I feel like this convo is a smidge too far.
Oh, yeah, because it really showed her intentions of things. One last question about Jax. Is he sober? Do we believe that he's sober now? No.
I mean,
Yes.
do you believe that Jax ever cheated?
I
Well,
don't think that was a thing.
listen, I saw Jax on a podcast with some guy and thought things have happened to Jax. Like Jax, listen, I'll never like Jax. He's so oily. He's so gross looking. So already, the uglies just aren't ever going to track well with me. They don't have a lot of a chance for redemption. I don't care about their redemption. But I feel like Schwartz has said to us that Jax has been sober for like a year and 3 months or something like that. A lot of people will be like, "Oh, you believe Tom Schwartz?" And I would to that say, "Yes, I do."
Okay, but here's the thing. You got to know who Tom Schwartz is. Tom Schwartz could have met up with Jax, and Jack's like, a year and a half sober. And Tom's like, I have no reason not to believe him. He
and
told
there
me
it
to.
is. That's what it is. That's two truths.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to how Lala presents this whole thing, and the way she starts it was just very interesting. Actually, I'm sorry, before we get to that, do you think that Jax being gone has just now left this wide open space and, okay, now we got to move another guy into this? Jax leaves. Now we've got an open seat for the villain, because even with Janet kind of being the villain so far, Janet right now, they're lifting up and they're putting Danny down. It's almost like they can only have one at a time. And
there's manipulation sometimes, but there's also reality TV. People are people. The story's going to come to the forefront.
yeah.
Like the whole Danny thing's like, I'm not really, there's no pushing. There's no, we have to fill this spot. The story's the story. They got in the edit and they're like, what's the most compelling? Well,
And
this.
listen,
Because Jax is gone.
but also, there's a reason it takes 2, 3, 4 years to sell a reality show, any show, but we'll stick with the reality format. Is because you got to make sure that you're casting characters. Like, yes, it's a reality show, but it's still a story. It still needs compelling characters doing a compelling thing in a compelling setting. Like, that's the basics of a story. Yeah. And then you add a beginning, a middle, and end, and you got something you want to watch and something that we're all familiar with for hundreds of thousands of years.
I wouldn't consider the Valley a compelling location, but go.
I mean, not for us, but like for everyone else, maybe. And it's a relatable location, so there's that.
The suburbs of the place you grew, like we're hung.
Yeah. So like it's there. This isn't a fluke. Jax wasn't a fluke. Like, these people are casted for a reason, and it's not like, oh, you met a dude at a party and then he takes you to a after party with his friends and you're like, these are the craziest friends I've ever met in my life. You guys are amazing. We're doing a show tomorrow. No, you spend the next 6 months, 12 months with them to make sure you've got all the characters.
Probably shot a 6-episode pilot season that never saw the light of day.
Exactly. Yeah. 3 people are out, 4 people are in. You're doing that for another 4 months after it's greenlit, and you're building a story and a show.
And if I'm the producers and we just casted Danny and Nia, even if like 9 out of the 10 out of producers thought, man, that's a perfect couple, great. So that's a compelling story, a perfect couple, and if not, even better.
Well, and
because they're going to pretend
there is no such thing as a perfect couple. So
someone in the back's going,
wait.
The time bomb will go off. Let's just sit back and put the cameras up.
Right.
Yeah, and it's always like to have them. They are the God-fearing couple. Like, there is a mass demographic that is going to gravitate. Maybe if they would have never watched The Valley, if you're a person that is raised in faith and has that kind of family or that upbringing that you connect with, you will see these people and you need these people here. So sometimes I do think that they really let them get established before they drop the hammer, because it's any new show. You got to find the viewership. You got to get all of the areas of all the people all over the country. And so it seems like it's like a double wham. They got that demographic, and now they've shown you this sort of like perfect couple for 2 seasons. And so the fall is going to be that much harder. And the harder the fall, the higher the ratings, the better the TV. This is all in Jesse's binder. I don't know if you got a copy of Jesse's binder.
I haven't yet. He says on back order.
He's charging $200 bajillion for it.
Yeah, it's a Claude connection, but yeah, it's too expensive for me.
Okay, so this conversation after Lala comes in and sits down and kind of goes for it, and her verbiage was just very interesting to me because, again, absolute professional, but you can get to a point where it's like, now you're being a little too transparent. Like, this, a pro would actually maybe have like draped this more in something else. Lala says that the way that Danny speaks to Nia is utterly unacceptable, which, again, that seems unacceptable to who's choosing. Like, if his wife is accepting it, I don't know how unacceptable it is. But starts off right off the bat with letting the audience know that, like, this, what we just saw here, ladies and gentlemen, what you all just witnessed, not acceptable. So with that, she says very clearly, saying, Kristen, I'm going to be very careful with how I say this to you. With one more thing of like letting the audience know something's about to happen, and Kristen's not going to like it, or Kristen's got to be tiptoed around, or
Well, she does.
Totally. Lala was going to make sure you leave with that knowledge here. And she says, she lists all the things that Danny was saying to Nia, like while yelling at her. And Kristen says she doesn't know what she's talking about. To which Lala immediately follows with, I'm not going to end up the Janet here. I'm not going to be labeled the destroyer and the, whatever. And that's the part where I felt like she kind of overstepped, because now she's kind of putting it on the audience. I know what you guys did to Janet. You guys can't take the heat. You tore apart my friend, so I'm not going to go there. So now the audience, I felt, would go on the defense. This isn't now about Kristen and tiptoeing about Kristen. It's about seeing what the audience did to Janet after Janet spoke the truth. She spoke truth to power, and you all couldn't take it. You can't handle the truth. So that's where I thought the overstep was. Is that what you were?
No.
Oh, what was the overstep for her?
I mean, I didn't get that calculated from all that. Like, I probably, if I was having a conversation with Kristen, I would preface shit too, because I don't want to get bogged down in, they're my friends, and Kristen's quick on defensive if you mention anything out of step that she doesn't agree with, right? I probably would have prefaced that too, going, hey, I'm about to say some things. I just want to get this,
Yeah.
I think the overstep was the whole conversation, simply because we got the point across. We got the point across after the whole hotel thing.
Yeah.
At the house. Sorry, not hotel. At the house. I think
Like it was done and dusted there. We've hashed it out.
We've
You've
hashed it
said
out.
your
It's
thing.
out there. I also, if Lala's as calculated as you think, as y'all think, it would be, if she saw the edit, she would have been like, oh, I didn't need that.
If she saw the edit,
She saw the edit of this episode and how Danny came across without that last meeting between Zach, Kristen, and Lala.
Oh, yeah.
She probably would be like, oh, I didn't need to rehash that there.
Yeah.
Because we all saw it.
It's pretty good as is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I also think that's going overboard as far as stepping into their relationship, stepping into their behind their back. You did everything perfect that night.
Yeah.
You went straight to the problem. You said, hey, here's a problem. Stop it. You're bothering me. Now the reality star comes in. Now
Exactly.
the reality and say, cool, let's start drama.
This is where the divisiveness comes in with the audience.
You can't have watched Kristen or been around Kristen for the last so many decade of your life almost.
Yeah.
And not gone, oh, as soon as I say this, she's going to go tell Nia and Danny.
No, that now the second half of the season could very easily be that Lala is now on the other side of Danny and Nia.
Kristen's definitely going to go tell them. Are you kidding me?
1,000%.
Next episode.
On purpose. Like Lala knows that too. So I think that these are the kinds of moves that Lala makes. And to me, the juice is still worth the squeeze times 1,000. But this is the instance that people will cite as to why they don't like her, as to why they think she's performative, why she's trying to steal the show.
For Lala?
The audience that doesn't like her, it's moments like this is
I mean,
why they
I
don't.
think it's her and Kristen going wink, wink. You telling me this? I'm going to go pop it over here real quick. We'll meet back at the next house party. Like, you know what I'm saying? They both know what they're doing.
That's so good to highlight that. Like these two are both veterans.
Yeah. I want y'all to pay my mortgage.
Yeah.
Let's keep this shit going.
Yeah. I feel like Lala was even saying that at Vanderpump at the end of the year, being like, I just got another house.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
You guys won't film in the same room. You still live together. And everyone hated Lala for bringing that up. That like, be adults, show up to work. I am like, didn't we all have more money, more problems? Like you're going to dick out now because you guys don't want to talk, but you live down the hall from each other. Like
I wrote that in my notes. Kristen thinks these conversations need to be had in private. She admires the way Nia and Danny are. Then don't be on a reality show. And I understand there's blurred reality where like we're talking about like Kristen and Lala ping-ponging off each other and setting things up.
Yeah.
But they're also very real in the moment.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. They're like, so you can tee things up and kind of wink, wink here and there. But like, they're real. They're not. Take your mic off. Don't say that to me when the camera's on.
Yeah.
That's not real.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I wonder if this is now like, because that was my next question was when Kristen says all those things, like she says, Danny and Nia deal with their issues all the time, but not in public. She goes on to say that she admires this about them and strives to do this. They have each other's back. They don't air their dirty laundry. They communicate at home and have their conversations in private without embarrassing one another. They're about the faith. They operate under this umbrella. and it's something that she looks up to. And I thought every single thing here is like, yes, valid, all of that. I agree. I want that for my marriage. Like, I'm also not on a reality show. But now the reality has become that these two people that are in entertainment, an actor and a pageant queen, who have built, who operate under that umbrella in every avenue, like all about display. What are we putting out there? Because we're a product. Now we are in reality. We're just seeing a different reality. Like, people are going to complain that we're not getting their reality because they're hiding it. But like, actually, we're actually seeing it. Their reality is display, presentation, and like, it's an interesting thing when you kind of like open it up to like, no, they are showing us reality, just not one that we're,
Yeah, sorry, I had to send a couple of emails for work. But I think about that all the time. It's like, oh, well, they're not being real. They're not being real. I'm like, not with them and in other circumstances where it was like, oh, you're being fake. But them being fake is their real. That is their real vibe. That is who they are.
This is what they deal with every day.
Like, so, and I'm not saying Danny and Nia are fake.
But I am. And I can imagine being out to a group dinner with them not on TV and there being a fight, and then you see them walk out to the parking lot going, shh, we'll wait till we get home.
Yeah.
Just wait till we get home.
100%.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, they are those people.
So that's what I'm saying. That is their reality, though. Like, I bet they do that at home. I bet you Nia's the type that's like, they can hear us outside. Like, even when Mike and I are having like a heated discussion, he used to smoke. And so he would stand in the thing with that door open. Not this is a studio. This isn't our home.
Yeah, like at our mansion.
But back at our mansion, the sliding glass door to the balcony, he would be, because if it's heated, Mike's got to take the edge off, so he'd be out there doing that.
That was a power move.
And we live front facing, and so the building straight across from us, everything echoes. And I'm like, everyone here now knows that we're arguing about this. Literally everyone on this block.
When I'm yelling at my dog, I open the windows. I want people to hear it.
Gracie's glad because she is like, everyone knows you see what this bastard does to me.
Mm-hmm. I got to take Gracie on the walk the other day.
I mean, these are my last two notes, but we can keep talking. People don't want to watch the Stepford Wives. That's not why we tuned into Bravo to watch this show. We don't want to see the cookie cutter. I would love to see the peek behind and see you acting like a cookie cutter and not able to hold up the charade. That's great. And then my last comment is, Kristen about to blow this shit up. She's about to shit up.
Okay, so when Lala is talking about like listing off all the things that were being said and done, Brittany starts venting like her frustrations with it. And she's like, every time that this would happen in front of me, like I'd want to say something, but like, we're not allowed to say anything. Like, it's just a whole other thing of like acting like I've been seeing this the whole time. I've been saying what I've been saying, but then one day I just stopped saying anything because you're not allowed to say it. And it's, whatever. Whoever made this agreement, she's bringing it up again. And then Zach chimes in and says that, well, that's because Brittany doesn't like Nia. And then Kristen like immediately kind of affirms it. And she doesn't say like, yeah, you said that, Brittany, but she says Zach has been saying this forever, So who do we, like, Brittany immediately is like aghast about it. And I am curious what you guys think. Is she surprised because I never said that? Why would you think that? I would never do that. Or is she surprised because she thought her and Zach were having a private shit talk fest? You just what? Like, what do you think her facial reaction, like her surprise at this?
I'm not surprised that Brittany hates Nia and hates the way that they're both getting portrayed. Like, I'm going through divorce. I'm dealing with shit right now.
Yeah.
And you guys are just playing like, once again, I think things have been going on behind the scenes for a while.
Right.
There's only so many minutes an episode. I think Jax Taylor and Brittany were the A story because so much was happening. But like, I feel like Brittany's been seeing shit and she's been like, I'm everything is out there for me. And you two are just pretending. Nia, you're pretending that everything's great and we know it's not. So I would hate that fact too. Maybe not hate her as a person.
Totally, to all of that. My question is, was she the way that she responds to when Zach says that is like she's in shock that he would say that. And I'm just wondering if you think she's in shock because she never said any of those things, or she's in shock that Zach just basically blew up her spot.
I think she's in shock because Sorry, Britt, you're a little dumb. She's a little dumb. Like, I think it's no secret that we all know Brittany's not Nia's number one fan, right? I don't think she talks about it. It's not a big thing. It's popped off a couple times about it, and I don't think either of those times I've had a problem with it. As a matter of fact, in a minute, my note is, God damn it, Brittany, you got me all on your side now, because of what happens next. So I don't think she's mad that I don't think she never said it, and she's like, dude, what? I think that would have been a bigger reaction. I think she's mad that Zach's blowing up her spot.
Yeah.
Unknowing that like the spot's already been blown up, and Zach's reaction is kind of like, wait, what? It's not a secret, sweetheart. Everyone knows.
Yeah.
Well, in his OTF, Zach wasn't like, she's told me. Zach's just been like, do you remember that time?
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's just been little things. Like I said, obviously, why would you, if I'm Brittany, how would you not hate what's going on there when like everything's being shown about me?
And if you go back and you can vouch for this better because I haven't seen it in a bazillion years, but like on Vanderpump, the last many years, the A story was still Jackson Brittany and Jack's cheating and Brittany this and the marriage and them getting married and proposing and meeting the parent and they had a whole other spin-off series. So like she's been putting it out there for a long time, doing her job, coming to work. So I can imagine when somebody is collecting the same check and not listen, naming names, but there's people that are on every show, on every job, in every workplace that come to work to collect the same check as all the rest of us and don't do anything. And for the one person on our show that watches this, I'm not referring to you. But like,
if you're watching second person, that was about
that's not nice. Do something. So like we all have had that experience of the person that shows up and takes the same check but doesn't do anything.
Right. Well, let's also clarify. I'm pretty sure Brittany's taking home 10 times the check that Danny and Nia are their first year.
I don't know if it's that as much as just like, I guess, it's something about the check, but it's also just like, you pretending. I think it's that. I think it's the fakeness that bothers Brittany because Brittany's just been authentic from day one.
Yeah. Which is like, it's what's starting to bother me and what bothers you. Like you think Danny's a dick, but like there's,
I would rather watch Danny be a dick in the open than wonder what the going on behind closed doors. I know he's a dick.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, see, I just find it all entertaining. Like I like the like pushing it out to be like, isn't he seeing like who are Danny people and who are not? There's going to be people that are like Danny stans that are going to like fight to the death. And then like one day he's probably going to disappoint you, but like, no, he's not. Like that's what I love about these shows. Like being a Craig person, like I'm always going to be fighting with the non-Craig people. Like that's the whole reason, like that's the entertaining part about watching these shows to me. I think it's all bullshit. I think all these people are like I said, cartoon characters. So like I find the entertainment in like what's he going to do this time and how am I going to argue it next week?
We can logically explain to you why Craig's terrible, but your argument is, but he's hot.
So cute. And also I think he's the lead of the show. And so I think there's no show without him. That's just me.
I mean, I watch for Shep.
Shep's really good at showing you what he wants. Craig is not. Craig is impossible for him to not show all those weird things about him, and that's what I love about him. Shep is like, he's smart, he's good at this, and that's another show for another day. We're just trying to give Haley and Dave and Cat Sky their daily dose.
So Craig.
The thing that gave me pause about this is that Zach, to me, has become a reliable narrator. He's always kind of like, I've never thought Zach was lying about anything. I've never thought when he exaggerates, because he's just like, he's an exaggerator, like he's a dramatic person, but like, I've never thought he was like leading me down the wrong path. But it was interesting to me when she was like, he tells her like, you do that all the time. You always like make digs at her. And I'm always just like, okay. And Brittany is just over him, talking over him, doing her Sutton Struck. Name him. Tell me when. And he's like, and then it just goes to his confessional and he lists an instance, which it then flashed back to. And at first I thought maybe they were talking about two different things because flashbacks can be funny that way. Like, no, that's not. I thought maybe he said at Santa Barbara, you did this, but he specifically says at Santa Barbara in the car ride, this phone call happens. And Brittany really thought that Nia was trying to dodge the cameras and like not give it to the cameras, but there's literally cameras all around us. And it shows us that shot where you can see GoPros are all around. Yeah. So he was listing an instance that we saw the flashback for. And what he said happened, like unless I didn't catch it, like it didn't really line up to me.
She didn't really say anything.
She didn't really say anything.
They just showed the example. But I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how anyone watched that scene and didn't think it.
Exactly.
And then she realized she was talking too loud. She's like, oh.
But that was the bus ride to Santa Barbara.
And that's what he says.
But that was where where this whole thing started with Brittany having a meltdown at the dinner table because Danny was asleep and everybody's like, oh, he's tired. He's got 4 under 4 and da da da.
Yeah.
And she was like, but he's also drunk and he has problems and you guys don't talk about it.
Right.
So the lead up. So it might not have been like
happened
she might have made a snarky comment we didn't see or got off the bus and was like, God forbid these two have a fight on camera, whatever, and been like, ha ha ha, you know.
No.
And then later it just built and something else snarky. And then she's like, then she snaps at the dinner table because she's just like, the man.
Yeah.
You guys.
Okay, so then maybe it was that because I was just like, this is
right
a really,
again.
this is a really poor.
She didn't say anything.
Yeah, she didn't say anything, and also Nia to me in that car ride wasn't doing anything that anybody doesn't do. Like she was like, no, all she said was listen to your wife. That this is why you have to go by the house. You're not listening. I need you to pick up this thing at the house. You have to go home before.
When that happened last season, we all were here and we were like, yeah, Nia for president. She laid down. That's how you do it. So like,
yeah, I would.
There was there was definitely a little bit of like, oh,
I don't know what that y'all seen in these two people.
I'm telling you, there is something. I'll say it again. And I'll probably say it every time we do this because you will always be the guy that watched 900 hours of television in one weekend. If you let it space out and you're watching week after week, it is a lot. First of all, there's a lot more feeling and loyalty, and you connect with certain people, and like you also forget things that they've done because like you're just taking them as this long 10-year relationship of like of following a person's life. When you watch it all back to back to back to back, you're like, nope, they debunked that 2 episodes later. Whereas like I don't remember did that get debunked? Did they make out? Did they say the night?
I think they're still in love.
Yeah, I think they're still in love.
They had a kid, is what I heard.
Dude, a Danny Nia divorce would pop this show up to 10K, 15K.
Okay, easy.
We are not rooting for the divorce.
I am 100%
of a family of 4.
Okay,
she is a model. She'll find someone better.
Yeah, I'm sure, but you want to know what I think matters to Nia? Raising her children with their biological father.
Lolly got Dr. Dre. Are you kidding me?
Wait, Molly?
Lolly.
Michelle. Oh, Michelle. Oh, yeah.
She got Dr. Dre. You telling me Nia couldn't get something?
Yeah, Nia could get Eminem.
This is not the point.
Whatever.
I don't think you understand what the point is.
They were married
you don't understand
under
love.
the eyes of the Lord and have been blessed by God, and they are on their path.
That day, he didn't notice.
And Danny
don't root for them to get divorced, you guys.
10,000 subs? Sorry, man.
God.
I'm trying to
Nia,
start a business.
I'm here with you, and I will turn the blind eye to Danny.
Dude,
you just give me a wink.
We kind of sold out for 10. What would we do for 100,000?
Oh my
She's going to straighten him out.
Danny and Luke and Zach are in a throuple.
We just saw them out. They were having a lovely evening.
She was giving me the googly eyes.
No, she was
I turned around and she looked at me and was like, I told you. And I was honest about it. I'm like, listen, you better.
Listen, you should be so lucky if Nia gave you the googly eyes. I have a feeling that if she did, I think it might be because maybe she's seen Showmance. You don't know.
It was probably because a fly was flying in front of her face.
Loves my takes.
Also, I listened to Nia's podcast and I liked and subscribed.
Didn't hype it.
Speaking of like and subscribe.
So anyways, Brittany brings up again that she keeps her mouth shut purposely because of all this stuff. I don't what's all the stuff. I keep my mouth shut because of all this stuff. I'm just curious if we know what the stuff is.
You are such a. What do you think it is?
I don't know. I didn't write an answer. I just put what's all this stuff? Like what? Just listen.
Because if we go against Danny and Nia, it becomes a big thing. Because I can't say anything to someone that I've been best friends with for 15 years without him just coming out and saying I hate Nia.
Okay.
Because
Also,
I can't open my mouth at anyone attacking me.
And at the same time, the girl sitting next to you is clearly possessed off Kool-Aid, drinking. I'm wondering, like, my note is, does Kristen have white Nikes on? Is she about to go to a space planet? Like, she looks like she has fully been mind controlled by Danny and Nia.
I think it's a little condescending to think that Kristen can be mind controlled. If you don't think Kristen's been in this business long enough to know what side what side of bread is buttered on. I don't know, whatever old saying is.
You can pick a side. You can have a side your bread is buttered on.
It's harder than you thought, isn't it?
Not easy one. That one. And until some sourdough comes along and you're like, I've been eating Weber. What is it like? What is that white bread? Weber's, not Weber's. What is it?
She got mind control by the Sando and the DJ.
No, what's that white bread? Wonder bread. You've been eating Wonder bread your whole life, and somebody brings you some sourdough, and then your game is up.
No, it's when my mom, who only gave me wheat bread my whole life, and then I go to my friend's house and they would have white Wonder bread, and I was like, this is living.
Dude, Wonder bread is magic.
Okay, so with that,
like and subscribe.
Zach says that this behavior is new, but acknowledges that it's definitely gotten bad. And Kristen says that she's just never seen it. She says she believes what people are telling her, but she's just never seen it with her own eyes. Kristen, I can see, is clearly trying to cover for her best friend. Like, she clearly is trying to do
Kristen's
that.
texting Nia right now, just
totally 100%. Zach is throwing me for a loop right now. Zach's saying that, like, this is new. It's bad. This is new. Like, okay, like, I'm just. You know, you have to remember who the people that you trust on this show, and when they do speak up, like it's really why I didn't believe that Craig was a liar, because I said, would Paige DeSorbo stay in a 3-year relationship with a full-on pathological liar? That did not track to me. Clearly, she did. So, and I love you, Craig, but you're a liar. He's a lawyer and a storyteller. Where's my hat?
You're pronouncing it wrong. Oh, the hat that I begrudgingly paid money to that man for you, and it's just in your closet.
Because I want to bring it at the perfect moment, and this would be the perfect moment. I should have been keeping it back there for the perfect moment, but it's in my closet. Okay. And then Kristen says that the Danny that she knows is Danny the dad, Danny at home, Danny never drinking.
Danny the good neighbor, not Danny the serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when Lala calls it out, and she says, this is bullshit. Kristen has absolutely witnessed these things. She's intentionally turning a blind eye. Let's call this what it is. It's an alliance. And I think we've talked about before, like, this is clearly, they have made the decision that this is.
Yeah.
This is the Fantastic Four plus Danny.
Nia and
I'm
Danny.
sorry, not Danny,
No,
plus Zach.
it's the Fantastic Three, and then Luke's there.
No, Luke is very pro Danny.
I know, but I just feel like he's pro Danny because somebody's like, hey, man, because Kristen's like, we're pro Danny.
Well,
yeah. Luke is a
thing.
country
Luke
boy
is a straight
that just
shooter.
Yeah.
But he just.
But also, all this is Danny and Nia have recruited their first disciples.
Then I think that what we're leaving here today is basically saying that everyone on this show is either drinking Kool-Aid or are stupid, because everything that all of our truth tellers, the Lukes and the Zachs, that, like, okay, these are reliable narrators. They've established themselves as such. Do we not give them any credit? Do we just go, oh, well, clearly you weren't, because these two have got you wrapped around their finger? Like, I think that Luke would have a hard time lying, and I think that Zach would like the drama of being bitchy about something, and he's not taking the bait. So, like, something's going on here.
If
we don't know what it is.
Instant access to level 2 of the foundation, bypassing level 1 immediately.
Clear? Are we
cleared through level
clear?
1, cleared into level 2,
Okay.
blessed by the one and only Nia, goddess of the chapel of Simi Valley.
Okay.
Then, or wherever they live.
Benign.
All right.
Santa Clarita.
Last question. If
She
this
said
is
that like 3 times now.
no,
right?
I've been moving towards a closeout.
Which I thought, I'm interested to see what the question is.
Yeah, I'm ready.
My question
Have
is,
a bottle of wine.
are we all on the same page that this is an alliance? Is that
Did she use those words?
Lala? I think did. I wrote it.
I don't
down.
remember that.
I think she said,
That
"Let's
doesn't
call
mean
this
it-
what it is. This isn't a friendship. This is an alliance."
Yeah, I don't remember hearing that.
99.999%.
It doesn't mean it didn't happen though.
Okay, 2 truths. It didn't. It didn't. Do we agree that that's the thing?
Yeah,
like there's been
but I don't think
a
that's-
side meeting.
But I don't think that's shocking. Because Kristen is a diehard for her friends. We know that.
But not just your friends, but because if you've been on a show long enough, you know, it's like on Survivor. That was like the first time I ever heard people in an alliance was on a competitive reality show.
Mine was World War II.
So there's clearly power in numbers, especially when you're on a show. The housewives will all tell you like, well, you know, Kyle may not be able to get me kicked off, but Kyle can tell everyone not to film with me and everyone might listen to someone like Kyle. So I had always said that they were in an alliance and they were going to get Janet pushed off. If any of us ever accept her apology or just decide to like let her have a nice time and not feel like she's walking on pins and needles every time she walks in a room, we are not making this any easier for her. We are going to make her irrelevant. That's what I think happened there.
I know it's a joke, but I'm dead serious. I don't see Bravo kicking off the Asian mixed race couple. I don't see them doing it.
If nobody will film with them, I mean, like if
Lala still will, Tom's always going to hang out with whoever the they want.
Lala
they got a
will until she
biracial
doesn't.
lesbian couple and a biracial gay couple. We can get rid of the cis couple.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's so true. They're like very cookie cutter and very privileged.
Yeah, really.
Um,
and the dude can't even walk
Alliance.
off a dislocated
what?
knee.
The alliance doesn't get me, no.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Okay.
But I'm not calling it alliance.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I'm
calling
saying.
it
Like, I think they have each other's
disciples,
backs.
blinded by the brightness
Well,
of
that's
the
different.
light of God.
That's different then, because that does. My next question won't matter. If you think it's a discipleship and
There's
he doesn't
another
think
one.
it's an
There wasn't the
alliance,
last
then I
one.
don't
I
have a
told
last
you.
question. So I can subscribe.
And hype it.
Hype. Here's your
If
hype
you don't
punch,
know how to hype it, go back and listen to the last 10 minutes of the last episode where we're trying.
where
Come
we
on, just let me
explained it.
give you my last question.
Go for it.
Just say no. Please tell me your last question.
Please tell me your
Can you
last
please tell me your last question?
Fine. Now that you've begged,
I can't. I need to hear it. There's no way I could finish this podcast
my
and
last
sleep
que-
tonight.
let's just then pretend that you all decided this is an alliance. What is an alliance worth when someone is just really not pulling their weight and they're kind of putting everybody in a real funky position, having to answer questions they don't want to answer? Right now, Kristen, who was also a truth teller this whole time, we just saw Kristen say, "I never saw any of that. I can't believe. I believe you, but I've never seen it." I love Kristen. That's really hard to believe. So she's now given up a little piece of her character. The thing that I say about Zach always telling us the truth, Luke being a very honest guy. That's what Kristen is the truth teller. For all the people for 10 years that thought she wasn't. Booyah, she was. And you all know that now. So she's given up a piece of that. That's valuable shit. How much longer does this
I think you
go
just
on?
answered the question you asked us.
Then she's got to abort ship on her friend. And
Is
that's
it her friend though?
I was trying to establish that it was an alliance, but you said friend, you said disciple. So I don't know. What's our prediction? When does Kristen crack? Does Kristen say, I can't, I gotta say, I can't.
If Kristen is still the Kristen, the savvy Kristen, she'll find a way to cut bait and move over to the Tom and Lala side of things. Tom, Lala, Michelle, you know, maybe get some Janet in her life. She already smoked weed with Janet.
Dude, I thought that was going to be the beginning of a long-lasting
No, because
rekindling.
Kristen is in an alliance.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I mean, call it for, semantics, like I said.
Who cracks first?
Cracks in what way?
Says, okay, I can't do this anymore. I've been trying to be a good friend to them.
Zach.
They got a shitload of problems. Zach. I would agree that it has to be Zach.
Zach knows when the ship's sinking.
Yeah.
He's floating in all the tea.
Yeah.
And he's going to go to the winning side.
Yeah.
I also think that Brittany being half out or fully out and not fully admitting it, whatever it is, at the end of the day, Brittany and Zach are family.
Mm-hmm.
Like they came here together. They grew up together. They've known each other for almost 20 years or whatever. Like at the end of the day, whether Brittany can manipulate that or Zach will just be like, yeah, you're right. My bad. You're my best friend. Like sorry. I don't know what happened. I got caught up in the lights and the cameras and I got, like that I think would happen quicker than Kristen. Kristen's pride won't let her snap. Well, won't let her back down first. And if she does, she'll have to figure out a way where it's her call. You know what I mean?
She's already bought the first tape of Danny and Nia's How to Fight with Your Husband where no one can hear you.
No, she's signed up for multiple classes and the seminars. She's going to
guys-
be a
The
downstream.
nearest courtyard.
A
She's there.
downstream. Yeah,
Courtyard
she's
Marriott, just in the
100%
ballroom A.
in Agora Hills.
Okay.
She's downstream sales for sure.
Oh my God. Okay. You guys, who do you think cracks first? If this is an alliance, just play along. It is. Whether you think it is or not, just play along. Who cracks first?
Danny?
No, I know. I literally almost said Danny again. Who cracks first, Zach or Kristen? Yeah, it's really between those two, Zach or Kristen. I'm curious to know. And that's it. And that's all. And this is last week's Valley. And another one comes out tomorrow.
I'll see you then. Like, subscribe, and heap.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Oh my God, the Summer House reunion is the next thing we're going to see. It's almost here. That's crazy.
Wait, is it out yet?
It's like Christmas.